go. Champions on me. Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3. Champions. Go. Keep on the
And we welcome you to the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. It's great to be back in the saddle again, like Aerosmith from Toys in the Attic in 1976. We're at Buzzin Steakhouse, and this is the spot the tot. Locations all throughout Snohomish County and also in Wenatchee and Ellensburg. Our location here is 9910 Evergreen Way here in South Everett. We will be here on the regular live Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we will be streaming on the Washington Wolfpack YouTube channel alongside for the ride, the boss dog, head coach of the Washington Wolfpack, J.R. Wells. I'm JJ Jensen. I'll be your play-by-play announcer. We got a lot of special things to pass along and share with you. Coach, great to see you, my man.
You too, baby.
It's been a long time coming. How you feeling?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the rough, bumpy road that we had the first 2 years, but I stand on that same energy that we started with in the very beginning because I knew this time would come of what we're about to talk about.
And the first 2 years, it's a maturation process.
Yeah.
You got to crawl before you can walk.
Yeah.
And once you get walking, now it's just a matter of having that forward momentum.
Yeah.
And now the season tickets, obviously season tickets, it has grown significantly.
Absolutely.
Single game tickets and discount group tickets are available as well.
Absolutely.
That's at WashingtonWolfpack.com. And, the numbers have been from reports for the home opener coming up in a matter of days.
Man, that joint just flew by for sure. It was like your season was over, got right into the recruiting process, right back into the, the chalkboard and film watching and all the things, right, to just continue getting better. Like you said, maturing in the process. It's been a long minute since I played in a game, so getting back into the swing of things per se, year number one with, all the crazy things that happened with the AFL kind of deal and, and then Jeff Fisher taking over and then starting to clean up the loose ends kind of deal. Now we're here, it's, year number 3 and there's some really, really, really exciting things happening.
With Jeff Fisher, the commish, and Jerry Kurtz, the CEO and president. Heck, we've known Jerry individually. We've known Jerry for quite a number of years. I mean, back in AF2, in the mid 2000s, and he's just absolutely top flight.
Yeah, no,
everyone top to bottom.
He's a great dude. Yeah, all of them. They're a great dudes. Period. They all bring something special to this game. But the understanding of the business, we talk about that quite often. This is still a business. Yeah, we want a great product on the field, and it's football and X's and O's and wins and losses, playoffs and championships. It's still a business, and we have great businessmen in the home office that are doing the right things and holding owners and coaches accountable for keeping a good business and or product on the field for the fans in line.
Ownership and management here in the PNW
Top
with
notch.
Washington, it's absolutely top notch.
I love the ownership, man, of course. I mean, obviously sticking to our guns and believing in what we're doing here, but none of this would be possible without them, and having the vision of what we're building outside of the X's and O's. And, again, those are going to come. There is no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's going to happen, and it's going to happen now. But what ownership is doing as the business side of it is doing all the right things. I mean, we go back to what you initially started with, our record wasn't looking so good in the first 2 years. We understand that kind of deal. But how do you go into your third year and your ticket sales are off the charts and, the group ticket sales are off the charts? There's something we're doing that is business-like that is going to help us continue to supersede the expectations of what the AF1 is looking for to continue creating that top-tier program.
Having that consistency, you can't build a quality house without having a solid foundation. And doing so, it starts with ownership.
Yeah,
with Kelly Fahey and Miguel Morga and Mike Thomas as a founder of this organization.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, thankful to, not just Kelly, but his wife for sticking through.
Oh, yes.
I mean, when you look at it, again, like most people on the surface level, you're like, what are you guys doing? Why are you staying with Coach Wells? What's being built here? This looks like something that's going to fold like most teams. And now you look at it, it's like we're so much more solid in our third year. And we speak on it, right? If you're building any kind of business, it takes 3 to 5 years to really see that business growth.
Right.
And we're in our year 3, and our growth is crazy. It's crazy. And now when these wins start happening, when this competition level starts to increase from this movement, then it's like, oh, I should have followed along with them.
And over the past 8 months, from the end of the 2025 season to now, what are some things that you have been able to take from the last 2 years in the maturation process and in your development, and being able to synergize and asking of fulfilling the needs?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. It's been real on a transparent level. It's been tough, right? Like to endure all the stones that continue to get thrown at me as if I'm not a good coach, and I don't need people raving about me and rooting me on. And, I believe in the movement. I also believe, in asking for help when help is due, and so that's by getting mentors and people that, you respect in the game, or people that respect them in the game. And, throughout the summer, it's crazy, because I've reached out to some people that are coaches around the league, and they were like, oh, yeah, I'll be willing to help. And, and then they ghost me. You're like, oh, well, I appreciate you kind of deal. But learning a big deal, which is this is a business. Okay, we're not looking for friends. We're not looking for likes. This is a business, and I'm truly loyal to my soil. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a tough process when you get loyal to some guys that you find really weren't loyal to you. They weren't doing their job, kind of deal. But you're trying to stick to it and be like, I know, the potential you got, and blah blah. Get rid of them, And that's what I've learned through these last 2 years, and it's been an eye-opener for some guys that came out here to camp, and day 1 you're gone, day 2 you're gone, just continue not following in line, boom, you're gone. I've been able to build so many relationships with agents, scouts, recruiters, going to different combines and connecting with people. It just makes it that much more intense for the players that get here. It's like, most coaches look at you as a number. I'm like, hey, you're a man, and I want to help you go to the levels you want to go to, but make sure that you want to go to those levels, and that's by doing your job. Go to recovery, go to the gym, get you some right sleep, and just do the right things.
Developing quality relationships. I mean, not just acquaintances, not just friendships, but knowing what the business is, what is at hand, what is the highest priority. And it's a matter of, sure, we know the standard is the standard.
Absolutely.
But I look at it from this aspect. You want to set the precedent.
Absolutely.
It's either you meet it or you beat it.
Absolutely. And we don't have time for it. The standard is the standard. You can ask our boys. Don't play around with us. This is Washington Wolfpack. This is 2026. This is our 3rd year. Mark my words. We got some things coming for you for sure. And I'm keeping that same energy, and I need all y'all to keep that same energy as well with those receipts that I've kept.
We're going to take a pause for the cause and pay some bills. When we come back, more Speaks with head coach J.R. Wells. I'm JJ Jensen, and this is the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show. Stay close. And welcome back to the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show from Buzz Inn Steakhouse. There are 11 locations throughout Snohomish County, and also 2 locations in Eastern Washington, in Ellensburg and in Wenatchee. Head coach J.R. Wells, JJ Jensen with you. As we go into our second segment, let's look into what transpired during the off season and what you were able to analyze from the second season in 2025 and knowing the areas that you needed to improve in to prepare for this third season?
Yeah, number one, obviously, I'm a very transparent person. Sitting down with ownership, management, is there's a lot of things that go into building a business. Again, I talk about business a lot because that's what keeps the fans coming in, right? You got to have a business model. But doing all the other things than my job, had to stop. And we talked about that. And so then it's just really focus on football. Doing what is necessary as the head coach. And that got back to the drawing board. That got back into the coaching staff and connecting with those that have the experience in this game to continue building the mindset of what an arena team looks like and what we're supposed to be doing, having the right verbiage kind of deal. And then of course in the off season, a lot of recruiting, connecting with these agents again on the relationships that we've been able to build over the course of the 2 years, going on combine trips, and we brought in some great pieces from some combines, and of course just recruiting and most importantly from what we were building in our foundation. We have some really cool stuff that we provide in our program that keeps us at the top of the threshold as an arena football team.
And then bringing in quality people on the marketing and the promotion side of the house. Tracy Burke, she has just
Fire.
been, oh, absolutely. I mean, no, she coming in hot.
Yeah, she's a great person, man. It's just same with her husband. He worked with us last year, and we seen that she has so much potential and she's doing an amazing job. We just have great people in our office, man, and she is just absolutely phenomenal. She's great with the people. She's great with the community. We got a buddy program that she got us set up with inside of the schools. Where we're giving back all the time, and any need that's required of us, she's able to fill that need. And I mean, it's just, man, we got some really great people. John Fahey, I mean,
Yes.
that guy is out, man. I'm talking about an absolute shark in the water. Like, that guy is so phenomenal. But again, it's getting the right people on the bus and the wrong people off. And when you have a lot of great minds, you start masterminding and then becoming these visionaries. You're starting to see different things. And again, wait till you see this product that gets rolled out.
And then our general manager,
Yeah, man.
Scott Brumfield.
Scott, yeah,
Wow.
that guy is a beast, man. Really working on those ticket sales, and just again a great addition to our program, man. And we're just going to continue building, the people that are here as well as the people that are going to come.
Now for the fan experience, there is a lot to be had. Opening day, Sunday, April 12th, 3 p.m., Angel of the Winds Arena, and there's going to be a halftime live concert.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a fun time to be had.
Again, that goes a testament to the office, and the minds that are putting the special touch on our program, right? Success leaves clues. There's a lot of great programs out there. Albany, Nashville. There's a lot of great teams that have continue to be around and they do great things. And so again, success leaves clues. See what they do, and then how do you put your own seasoning to it? My grandmama makes some really good food, so you get the grandmama recipe and then you add a
Right.
little spice to it. Don't tell her about it, right? Because you don't want to move anything around, but you put your own little touch to it, and then bam, you got the greatest fish fry in your life.
Going to the players, and you got some a fair bunch of players that have come back, but you got some new talent in there too to get into the sauce. Let's start with the players who are back for 2026. Akil Greer,
Handful.
stud receiver.
Man, he's like the face of the team, man. That guy is culture. He is the standard of our program, and I'm beyond grateful for him to be back here to really show out for his fans, for his community that's here. That kid is a stud, man. That kid is a freaking stud, and he has been really working his butt off to showcase how dominant he is.
And Birdman, Jadarius Bird.
Yeah, we're excited to have him back, man. He's definitely a phenomenal athlete. He's dangerous. Come down, he'll jam you, press you. He'll fly around, he'll take your pockets from you, kind of deal. But when he get that ski mask on, it is bad business for everybody.
Micaiah Lee, a young man who kind of came in with raw talent,
Yep.
but just a matter of getting him honed in and encapsulating his skill set, his discipline, his focus, and his technicals in order to be a solid defensive back.
That's a true testament to Coach D. Millie, as our defensive coordinator, DB's coach. He's seasoned. Coach has been around. He's a Hall of Famer. He's been in this game. He knows the ins and outs of arena. And I love our coaching staff that we previously had, but it's hard to build an arena team with people who don't understand the arena game or been around the arena game with as much time as Coach D. Millie has. And with Micaiah coming in, as a rookie, into the arena game, it was tough, because there's so many different things that are happening, like the weave and the stick and the stem and the slips and all the things that happen, as a DB backpedaling with someone like Akil Greer, 6'3", 6'4", 210, high motion, going crazy kind of deal. But now, man, I'm telling you, you will see a whole different Micaiah Lee when you watch April 12th.
And a real stud as well, Jazz Rashid coming from Wayne State.
Yeah, that kid is shoot, he's just a banger. He will knock your head off his shoulder. He flies around. He's very competitive. But most importantly, he's coachable. Again, a lot of these guys, that we brought back from the defensive side of the ball, have 10x their game in just a small amount of time that they've been around our program with, Coach D. Millie.
Jake Oliphant coming back from Beaumont, Texas. He was here in year one.
Yeah, no, I can't tell you how freaking excited I am for Jake to be back. In the first year, again, dominant athlete, fresh out of college, getting into the game, into our program, the expansion team, where most athletes didn't want to come to an expansion, team kind of deal. But he came here, and I can tell you, and he knows this, he was a problem. He had some issues going on, but he learned real quick, by going from our program to another program and now being back. I can tell you he has matured so much. He is such a great leader inside of the locker room, at camp, with training. This kid is solid, man. He helps a great deal with our offensive line, teaching those experiences that he has learned. He ended up winning a chip last year with Beaumont, so he has come back a whole different person, and we're beyond excited to have him leading this way.
Some new players into the fold for the Wolfpack. Taiwan Buckley, 6'2", linebacker from 205 from Arkansas Baptist.
Man, that's a special kid. Man, that kid flies around. His speed is crazy. It's like he's been chasing cheetahs and rabbits his whole life. Like, that boy is country as country can be country. He is a great culture guy, and I'm beyond excited that, he was able to make his way over here. Much love to my guy, Coach Jones. Beyond high respect for Coach Jones. And, we talked about it, the type of players that I got from his program that came over. That I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? I'm beyond grateful, and I know it hurt Coach Jones because that was one of his favorites. But man, we're beyond excited to have him here, man. He is a special piece to our program for sure.
And a kicker, Evan Bird. He's a tall drink of water at 6'5", 170 pounds.
Well, as you'll know, we kind of went different ways this year in our kicker, and this kid has a booming leg. It's like a Mack truck every time he kicks the ball. And we're excited to have him here. We're excited for our special teams to have a different kind of gel with it. Being able to utilize the nets this year is something we're truly happy about. And then the potential of hitting those bar balls, it's going to be something dangerous for us. And him learning how to control his kicks is something special as well that we're being able to work on through training camp and now through this season.
You got some big boys in the fold up front on the
Absolutely.
offensive line. Travis Alvarez, 6'8", 335 from SUNY out of New York, Cortland.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, this kid he is a white chocolate for sure. He is a soul brother. I think they just pulled him out of the oven way too early kind of deal. But that kid is so dope, man. I really love his posture, his demeanor, his athleticism for how big he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's been out of the game for a couple of years, which is mind blowing to me. You know, like when I recruited him and brought him in, you know, it was kind of a worry. Like, you know, are you in shape? Are you game ready? Are you got that chip on your shoulder? Are you still that dog kind of deal?
Yeah.
And he made it be known as soon as we got those pads on that he's still that dog and he's ready to walk all over you.
Mohamed Elazaze from Western Michigan, 6'6", 330.
Another beast from the Middle East. That's my guy. He's Egyptian. Man, he got a great tale from his family line. You know, they were in the Olympics. You know, this guy is big. He's strong. He's powerful. He got these big paws that once he puts on you, it's you pretty much ain't going nowhere. So you might as well just want to stand still or just get up out of his way.
On the opposite side of the ball, the defensive line, 6'2", 350, a Buffalo from Colorado, Javier Edwards.
I mean, NFL guy, you know, Houston, Texas. He worked with Coach Primetime. I mean, he is a vet of all vets. And, you know, what I love most about him is his humility. He is a humbled guy. You know, I've dealt with NFL guys that come in, they feel like they don't stink, you know, and it's all about me. And he's really not. He's so reserved. You know, he helps out in all ways possible. And when he chimes in, like his voice just echoes. And he doesn't say a lot, but what he does say, or when he does say what he says, it's just so empowering, you know, that you're just like, damn, I'm just so grateful we have you as who you are as a person in this program.
The message, content, context, substance.
Yeah.
But most important ingredient in that is impact.
Yeah. And he makes a lot of an impact, not just on the field, you know, because we talk about that. It's not just about the X's and O's. It's about helping you become a greater version of who you are, a better man, a better father, uncle, nephew, cousin. A greater version of you is what we want leaving this program so you can, again, impact your community, that small pond, being able to open doors differently. You know, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, not shaking hands while you're sitting down, like those little minute things. And again, this guy, Javi, is just one of those beasts that we are beyond excited that God shifted him to our program.
And we'll have more as we will continue to break this thing down and getting prepared for the opener coming up on Sunday, April 12th at Angel of the Winds Arena in Everett. 3 p.m. is the kickoff. We'll spill the beans and give you the full deal after we take an extended timeout. This is the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show from the Buzz Inn Steakhouse on 9910 Evergreen Way here in South Everett. Back with more after we take this timeout. And welcome back to the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show here, proudly brought to you by Buzz Inn Steakhouse with 11 locations throughout Washington State, 9 here in Snohomish County, including our host restaurant at 9910 Evergreen Way here in South Everett, and this will be our venue for the Washington Wolfpack Coaches Show every Wednesday evening live, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube on the Washington Wolfpack YouTube channel. Head coach T.R. Wells, JJ Jensen with you as we get into our third and final segment. We'll have more segments going on live next week when we get speaks with Coach Wells, players, coaches, staff, and who knows, maybe a fan or two,
Absolutely.
especially season ticket holders. It's
Yeah.
like, get the word out. It will be all on our socials as well, Washington Wolfpack. And check out all the links are on our website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. Training so far, getting it a little over 2 weeks in preparation for the home opener. How are things looking?
Man, they look good, man. Honestly, it's been a great, 2 weeks to really evaluate and understand who is in the locker room, and the best part about it is the fellas have had an opportunity to evaluate who they're going to war with. And it's been great to be able to continue molding this clay into a very fine piece of art.
Now we get to the good stuff with
Yeah.
what's on tap. We will have every Washington Wolfpack AF1 ball game home and on the road with our media partners with Fox 13 Plus, along with a Home Team Network, and providing a live stream. So everyone's going to be in the thick of it. We look forward to having you join us at Angel of the Winds Arena. Get your tickets. Season tickets available, as well as group tickets, and season game tickets are available on our website at WashingtonWolfpack.com. And season opener against Northwest nemesis, the Oregon Lightning.
Yeah.
It is going to be, pardon the pun, electric
Yeah.
in the den.
Yeah, no, it's always electric going against Coach Jones, and what he builds, man. I'm beyond proud of him, man, and all the work that he's been putting in, especially this year. He also has been facing adverse situations. He's always been battle tested. He's always created a great program product. Shoot, they almost made it to the playoffs last year, kind of deal. It's always a good battle between them and us, kind of deal. It's like the big brother, little brother kind of deal. He's been in the arena game coaching, for just a few more years than I have. And it's great, as I just take myself as the little brother, watching and mentoring by him kind of deal is, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be beyond fun this first game for sure that.
You're going to have you're going to be an active fellow. You got Speaks coming up on Friday at Fox 13 Studios in Seattle. And Aaron Levine, Fox 13 Sports Director, tapped on into our training session, and he got himself in a little surprise.
Yeah. He said the P word around here, and we don't say the P word because musicians use the P word, and Navy SEALs people use the T word, which is training, and he was unfortunately wounded by the P word, and so he had to get down, hit the ground, and get his 10 push-ups in. So if you come around here using that P word, get ready to get swole and get your 10 push-ups, because we have a culture here, and the standard is the standard, and everybody can get it.
And I even unfortunately, I've been here, this is my third season.
Yeah.
I learned very quickly, but somehow something crept in, and it's just like, I dropped the P word, but I can't do push-ups because of a bad shoulder.
And
so I had to.
He's a badass in bowling, and he will whoop just about everybody's cheeks in bowling, and so that's why his shoulders is bad. But
no
excuses. He had hit him some air squats.
Yep, I took care of the air squats, but I'm right-handed. This left shoulder's a bomb.
Yeah.
But all aside from that, thank you for the kudos.
Absolutely.
Back to our regularly scheduled program already in progress. You got Speaks coming up in studio on Friday, and great for Sports Director Aaron Levine with Fox 13 to tap on in. And we've been communicating a little bit. I've been sharing pieces, bits, and parts. And getting more knowledge and getting the lay of the land before coming right in, being able to see everything.
Sure.
Just providing a little bit of input, and everybody, and then you've done the same, and all the pieces are adding up to where he's able to get the content, the context, the substance, the terminology of things.
Yeah.
So the idiosyncrasies, the nuances, if you will, in getting familiarized with the game. But he will be in the den in one of these games in the not too distant future. And once you're in, you're hooked.
Yeah, for sure, and gratefully so. he's a great broadcaster, man. That guy is absolutely phenomenal. And again, we're just beyond excited to have that connection, to be on Fox, Plus. It's just about the build, slow and steady wins the race, the turtle and the hare, and we're okay being a turtle. It's nice watching these teams that have been around for years on end, to watch them winning championships and winning games and going to the playoffs and doing all these things. And, it just comes to a point where you get to say, great, it's our turn now. And, having that exposure for these guys that are here now, it's just a testament again to go back to, now you have the right guys on the bus. It's okay to illuminate them, their skill sets and their personalities. It's unfortunate for some of the guys that were previously here that they're unable to get this illumination from, the type of broadcasting that we have.
And we look forward to our partnership with Fox 13 Plus. And when you want to get on the ball and up to date, catch Good Day Seattle starting at 4:30 a.m. Pacific on Fox 13 KCPQ TV Seattle. Also, you can catch the Wolfpack games on the Fox Local app. So if you got a smart TV, get Fox Local on your TV and on your mobile device. So, look forward to great things coming up in the next few days. Get to rest and relax. Oh, yes, we will have that taken care of as well. So, thanks to you for joining us, and we look forward to having you live right here from Buzzin Steakhouse, 9910 Evergreen Way here in South Everett on the Washington Wolfpack YouTube channel. For the Boss Dog, Head Coach G.R. Wells, I'm JJ Jensen, reminding you as always, be good to you and yours, be healthy, be happy, and by all means, please, do be safe out there every day and every way. Until next time, later, players.
Hey, now we hit the field like, all game like, let's go like, and it's all like, and it's all like, back like.
Champions on me, champions on three. 1, 2, 3. Champion, go. Get down the hole.